name is Sunil Bajari, and I'm from Amrock, working as a Agile coach. Some details about Amrock. We are 30 plus years old company, mainly on telecom domain. We develop telecom products and services. We are the market leaders in BSS and OSS. Our revenue, we are 3.6 billion USD by the end of fiscal year 2014. We are also listed in NASDAQ. We have close to 22,000 employees globally in all the 6 continents, supporting different clients in more than 80 countries. Our portfolio power, CES, Customer Experiencing System, it is getting a good attraction in last couple of years. It's provide a wide ranges of innovative and personalized services to the end user, irrespective of the device or the network they're using. Okay, and I'm going to talk about 7 ways of software development and how by using Agile and Lean principle we can eliminate those wastage. Do we all want to make a great software? Do we all prefer to be a great software? Yes. Sometimes we pass, sometimes we fail. Why we fail? Problems, constraints, issues, defects, lots of rework, and many other stuff. I am classifying all those problems, issues, constraints as a waste. Or in industry language, anything that does not add a value to the customer or to the product is considered as a waste. The next obvious question is all the waste bad? Some waste are good, or is all the waste bad? Yes, not all the waste bad. If you fail early, if you fail often, at the same time you are able to recover from it and ensuring that in future you are not repeating the same. Such kind of failure is not considered as a bad waste. I'll just give one of the phrase from Michael Jordan. He said that I failed more than 900. I missed more than 9,000 shots. I failed again, again I failed, and that's how I succeed. So successful people know that they will fail, and at the end they're going to succeed. There are some numbers which I gather from one of the TED Talk. Humans learn quickest when failing about 50% of the time. There are some statistics about gamers as well. They fail 80% of the time. Okay, let's play one puzzle. Okay, I know that my friend has already made you all awake, but I have one puzzle for you. The puzzle is something like, for example, if I say 24H in a day, 24H in a D, you need to expand H and D. So it's something like 24 hours in a day. Got it? Let's see the first puzzle. 73. Great. Great.
That was most important.
7 colors.
7 colors here.
Rainbow.
And the last one?
7 ways of software.
Absolutely. So that's how we reach to our topic. 7 ways of software development. Before going further, just to touch some of the history around it. It's like somewhere in mid 1900s or around 1940s or so. In Japan, there's an automobile manufacturing company, Toyota. They're manufacturing a car. At that time, the process they were using to manufacturing a car was quite costly. At the same time, they do not get so much buyers. Why? Because the cars were quite costly. And the buyer think twice before investing, whether they want to buy a car. To sustain in the market, they obviously have to reduce the price of the car. Is it possible? The management or different people how different crowds they talk together. Yes, it's possible. One way of doing is to do a mass production. Instead of creating one car at a time, Let's do a mass production. For example, let's create 1,000 cars at the same time. Create 1,000 cars of same type. What does it mean? They require a good financial support to create those 1,000 cars at a time. At the same time, will they get those many buyers? Thousands of buyers. Was the Japan economy was that great at that time? In 1940s, that they will immediately get thousands of buyers. Not really. They further thought this is something not working for us. Then there is a gentleman, Taiji Ono. He came into picture. What he did, let's understand the problem first. What's the problem? When customer giving us an order, and by the time when we're delivering him a car, what is the time actually we are spending? If we found it's a good amount of time, they are investing in to deliver a car. He started further analyzing it, and he was able to identify there are so many non-value added stuff they are putting into a car, which most of the customer do not need it. So that's how he started identifying those non-value added stuff, or I'll call them as waste from that entire process. He came up with the 7 different waste related to manufacturing. Inventory. They had an inventory in different locations, and whenever they need to manufacture, they need to call, use the transportation, assemble it at one place, and then manufacture it. Overproduction. Without knowing the demands, creating a good number of cars, and they do not get a buyer. Extra processing, which is the third waste. What is extra processing? So much focus on the nitties and gritties of the car, which is most of the time not relevant to the buyer. The fourth one, the transportation, as I said. Waiting time for the customer. This is the fifth waste he identified. The motion, moving of people from one department to another. And last one is the defect. Whatever they manufacture a car, they always find some defect. So that's how he was able to find out those different waste, 7 wastes of manufacturing, and he started eliminating waste step by step, and which results to them in a positive way. They are able to manufacturing a car cheaper, faster, sustain themselves in the market, and at the same time, getting a more buyers. Similarly, in our software also, we have a 7 waste. But before going to the further details, and yes, by using a lean principle, those waste can be eliminated. Let's see what are the 7 waste of software. The first waste is partial done work, extra features, relearning, handoffs, delays, task switching, and defects. You can see 7 different colors, and that's how I differentiated waste, and we will see the details in the further. There is also a mathematical formula for the waste. Impact of defect multiplied by the time the defect lies undetected. Meaning, the later you identify the defect, the more it costs you to fix it. So the quicker you identify it, will be easy, to take care of later stages. We will go about all these waste one by one, and I also support this entire discussion with one story. There is a story about 2 friends, 2 IT friends. They both are born and brought up together, studying in the same COEP college, which is behind this building. They got recruited the same company. They both got a Agile project, but they are not on the same Agile project. They are into a different Agile project. So let me introduce to you one gentleman, Bunny. His name is Bunny. Hi guys, he's saying hi to all of us. Respond please.
Hi.
Hi guys, my name is Bunny. I am working with ABCD2 Solution, not the movie ABCD2. And I stay in Shivajinagar, I think somewhere near this place. The second friend, hi guys, my name is Sunny. I am also working with ABCD Solution and stays in Magarpatta city. They both are busy, their project activities and work and all that. It's a long time they met. They decided let's meet sometime for a coffee. But one deal they set between them. We met, but we also discussed one of the ways. And that's how we saw the purpose, and we also learned, one of the waste. Okay. So they are into a coffee shop. They're enjoying the coffee. And this time, they're discussing the first waste partial done work. This entire conversation between them is being, going through their experience with their different the projects they are working on. Bunny, and you see, they both are very, very curious about their dressing sense. They only wear branded clothes. You can see in all the bunny's clothes, there is a brand of B, and all the Sunny's clothes you will see S. Bunny is explaining, isn't everything partially done before it finished? When we start some work, it's starting from a zero, then some progress, and finally it ends. Yes, you're right. But high amount of such kind of work is something not good, and that exactly the waste is. We got it. And you want to know what is partial waste in my project environment. Sunny, being a good friend, is explaining it. The first partial waste is uncoded documentation. I'll describe it what is uncoded documentation. You discuss with customer, you analyze, you finalize the requirement, you have a baseline sign-up from him, but you have not started coding of it. And by that time you start coding, you don't know that requirement is valid or it is absolute valid. So this is something of waste of uncoded documentation. The second is unsynchronized code. You download the code, but you put your code on your local machine. You are not checked into a source control. And by the time you are still thinking of checking in, there will be so much challenges around merging, branching, integration, whether it will work or not. Untested code. The developer developed the code, he did the unit testing, some sort of manual testing, but no automation, no integration, no end-to-end, so don't know if the end-to-end will work or not. The fourth and the last one, related to partial custom, undeployed the code. You created a code, you tested it thoroughly, you also checked it into a source control, but you have not deployed it to a production environment. And by the time you deploy it, no idea it will bring it will solve the customer problem or not. So that's how they discussed waste one, which is the partial done work. They decided they both are seeing an interest in this kind of discussion. They decided let's meet again.